This portion of our CES coverage is brought to you by LastPass. Check out the link in the video description to learn more and start securing your passwords today. This, my friends, is the new world's thinnest laptop, the Acer Swift 7. And I would forgive you for not being able to tell the difference between this one and the old Swift 7 based on the name, but don't worry, you guys. They've got the model number SF714-51T. That's how you can tell the difference. Now, I don't condone calling products the same thing year after year, but I'm also not sure if Acer has the right solution. Either way, the name is not what counts. It's all about the hardware. So let's have a look at what they've managed to cram in here. First up, we've got a 7th gen Core i7 this time. Last time it was just a Core i5, so now we've got a Core i7 7Y75 CPU at a base of 1.3. You can actually see it's turboing to 3.3 gigahertz right now. It's got 8 gigs of memory, it's got 256 gigs of storage, and it is just 8.98 millimeters thick, making it just also 1.15 kilograms. So this is among the lightest laptops we have ever seen as well. Improvements over the last generation, in addition to the CPU, also include a touchscreen display now, if you're into that sort of thing. Probably the most shocking thing about this guy is the keyboard. It has an amazing amount of travel for something that is built into something so thin. So I think the only solution is to take it apart and find out exactly how they did that. Now, one thing you are sacrificing, it's backlit too, look at that. One thing you are sacrificing is that the trackpad is no longer clickable. So you're gonna need to do a touch for left and a double touch like that for right. But I think if you're the kind of person who is really into super thin laptops, you can probably make do with that. Overall, I was also impressed by the sturdiness. So this is an aluminum unibody design, and it is completely fanless. So how'd they do it? Well, I took the liberty of pre-removing and loosening most of the screws so I could open this baby up for you. Woo! Yeah. This is when I have the most fun at these shows. All right, let's see if we can get this popped. The easiest way to do it, I already tried this once, was to kind of give it a little bend. Oh, well, now it's off. Woo! Yeah, okay. So how'd they do it? So about a third of the laptop, maybe about 25% of it, is taken up by this 36 watt-hour battery right here. Looks like that is actually 2 separate batteries or 2 separate cells. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm not going to get too much into the details here. Here's the fanless cooler. So they've actually got 2 heat pipes running from, so it looks like the heat is going to be dissipated through the keyboard. It's not something I noticed while I was playing around with it, so it clearly doesn't heat up too much, but there's your CPU right there, and it's basically just using like copper sheeting as a heatsink. Really impressive stuff. Our storage drive is up here. So this is actually a 512 gig drive, but they are planning to ship this with a 256. And then RAM is not upgradable like the SSD. RAM is actually soldered right onto the motherboard. It's not 100% clear where it is. It might be around here somewhere. I don't know. I'm not actually able to comment on that. The last thing, though, that I did want to cover is that considering the thinness of this thing, I/O is not bad. You got a power button over here. You've got 2 USB Type-Cs, and would you look at that? A headphone jack. Huh. So it turns out they can put those things on, super thin computers. So pricing is going to be $16.99 US, and availability is, I don't know, sometime in like the next little bit. I actually didn't ask, but there you have it. So big thank you to LastPass for sponsoring this video. LastPass has been a lifesaver for us we've been using it for well over a year now, company-wide, and there's all kinds of things it's great for. It's great for throwaway sites where you sign up for an account because you need to read that forum reply, or you need to submit a warranty replacement, and you know for a fact you are never going to remember that password. So your options are either to do a password reset every time, which doesn't work if you're, say, on a plane and you don't have an internet connection or whatever else, or you have to reuse a password, which is literally rule number 1, the first thing they tell you not to do when you're trying to be secure online. Reusing passwords is bad. Or with LastPass, you just have to remember one password and you can go in and it'll just auto-populate, whether it's in a browser or on Android phones at least, it'll actually even do it within apps. So you get a new phone or whatever else, you want to log into everything, you just log into LastPass, you fire up the app and it'll go, hey, we detected that we can autofill this for you. Bippity boppity, 2-factor, and you're in. We've got them linked in the video description, but we've been really happy with the enterprise service that we've had. So thanks for watching, guys. If you disliked this video, then you can hit that button. But if you liked it, hit that like button, get subscribed, or maybe consider checking out, I don't know, subscribe. Check out our other CES 2018 content. It's going to be awesome. Look at that thing. It's so flat. Is that PCB even like thinner than usual? Like the keyboard just goes right through. This is it. That's the keyboard.